Hey, welcome back to another episode of Dean Attempts to Learn. My name is Dean. Yeah, thanks for joining me today. I'm going to do something a little bit different in celebration of our upcoming release of a new tab book with Sheet Happens, a Lucid Collective bass and guitar tab book. So I have it mostly ready. They actually do a really awesome job with doing all the transcriptions and stuff. So when you get something to revise from them, it's like mostly done. It really is like 90 to 95% done. I don't know how the hell they do it. It's like absolutely crazy. If we were better, then we would be tabbing out as we wrote or as we recorded or after the fact or something, but we just don't. So I have to go through and just make sure everything is kind of like how I would play it. And same with Toby, the guitar player, and Jared, our bass player. Yeah, I'm going to go over just a few parts of one of the songs. Actually, this song was my favorite off of this album, and we never played it live. I mean, we jammed it quite a few times as we were writing it, but we never actually played it like fully live. There's actually 2 songs on this album that we never played live. It's the only album where we didn't end up playing the entirety in the live setting. So I'm going to go over a couple of riffs. Not the entire thing. The song is Spontaneous Generation. It's actually the last track, I think, on that album. It's been a while since I listened to it, but we're going to go over the intro. Here's the intro. Okay, so I'd like you to guess right now. I'm going to give you a second. How the hell I wrote that, or rather how the hell I would play that, because I've had some people ask me if it's all left hand, all pull-offs, hammer-ons. But you might be surprised to know I actually tap it. So it's a tapping riff. I remember the riff, but I don't know if I could play it up to speed. So that's what I'm going to try and do here today, is try to work on it full speed. Song is, it's rated at, it's in like the mid 300 eighth note tempo range. So I'm going to play you what I remember of it. I'll go into a lead tone for it. And I forgot it. Okay, so I'm immediately having more trouble with it than I was expecting. There we go. Oh boy, why did I write that? It's very cool, but it's difficult. I'm going to try and play it with speed. Let's see how close I can get. Oh my god. One more time. It's tough. That's a cool riff. Before this, I did just check into it. I didn't play it up to speed, but before this video, the last few days, I've been sort of just going over these tabs and making sure everything's all good. And so I did change the fingering a little bit. They had it on a different fret, or rather a different string. But it was still the same stuff. It was all the right notes, just not exactly how I would have played it. But now we're all back to the original way that I would play it. Let's go over the next riff. I'll just go piece by piece. This riff doesn't seem very hard. Let's try it up to tempo real quick. Okay, so that's that low guy. I actually don't remember what I was playing there. I think I need to spend a bit more time on that and just sort of trying to remember what the hell we wrote. It's close, but it's not right. It will be right once the book comes out, but this is just me revising stuff. I think that maybe that is right. That was it. Oh my god, that is tough. I gotta work on that. Let's go to the next riff. Let's just see how everything kind of feels. Okay, this riff is one of my favorites of the song. I don't know why. It's just like, it's kind of dumb guy, but it's cool. Okay, let's see if I can pull it out without having to listen to it too much. Okay, so that's a cool thing. That's actually something I learned a long time ago. I don't really know if there's a name for it, but it's like sliding really, really, really fast. In this case, we have these notes. It's actually another riff. I think there's at least one riff in every album that has that technique. I don't know what it's called, but slide real fast. How about that? I just named it. Okay, let's get that part. Okay, let's try the whole section with a count in so I can get my hand back here. Let's try one more time. Oh boy. Ugh. And then that part that I have to work on. It's tough. Got that part, not too difficult. Alright. Real cool part. Alright, I gotta go over that. Take it a little bit slower. That's actually a little bit more challenging than I was expecting. Getting that tight last note is going to be tough. time of writing this whole thing, I obviously just didn't write this by myself. I wrote this with the rest of the guys in the band. I was really into this idea. Trying to do like only descending diminished arpeggios, and I don't know why, because it's fucking hard. And I can never play it very well. All right, I gotta learn that part. One thing that I have to change here is that some of these diminished arpeggios are hammer-ons. So once you get the actual tab, you will see that I have changed it to hammer-ons. Not this, though. Definitely pick that. Yeah, that diminished guy is tough. I don't know that part. We do a pitch down. I don't have a whammy bar, so we just did it in the studio, which is kind of interesting. It was like an idea that we had. We're like, oh, sweet, let's do that. But because we never played it live, never had to worry about it. This next riff I was actually afraid of when we were doing the tracking, and when we were thinking about playing this live, I was like sort of nervous to play it. I went back and relearned it a couple days ago just as I was checking through. I didn't think I tried it up to speed yet, but I was like, oh, I'm a lot better at this type of thing now. Because I was like, oh, this is really easy for me. Not because I'm like such a good guitar player. It's just like this exact technique I worked on a lot. I don't know exactly what it is. I think it's honestly adding this index and and thumb movement to my picking. Just made inside picking way easier. So, oh, it's kind of slow. So let me learn it. If we were to play this live, I would probably play this on my neck pickup. Let's try it up to speed. I think I'm playing a little fast. All right, did not learn this next part. There's a lot of sweeping in here. I would sweep most of it. Let's try it. Oh, there's another ending. Try that up to speed. I'm not there yet with it. All right, next part, tapping thing. I did go over this, but again, I didn't play up to speed. I'm just remembering now that there's a part at the end of the song that's like unbelievably difficult, so I guess we'll go there after this. Okay, so the trick about this one is it's left-hand hammer-ons from nowhere. There's actually a lot of left-hand hammer-ons from nowhere in the song, so prepare your left hand. This thing is kind of like left-hand hammer-ons from nowhere. You're starting with your right hand, but you're hammering onto a different string. I think it's actually an extra part as well. Okay, I don't know that part. Goes major there. Try the whole thing. It's good because this makes me look great because I can relearn these riffs pretty quickly. But it's only because I wrote, or at least I was in the room while they were being written. Just adjust my camera a bit. Yeah, it's just trying to tighten them up and stuff like that. I'm not sure if we're even going to play the song live. Who knows? But if we do, I'll be more prepared by doing this. By the way, if you are interested in seeing this type of thing, myself and my wife are going to be doing a guitar clinic on Saturday. So I'm filming this Sunday night. It'll come out tomorrow, which is the 9th, I think. So the 9th of February. Yeah. Sorry, March, not February. So the 9th of March, 2020. So on Saturday, whatever the hell date that is, we'll be doing a live stream on this channel. And we're also going to be doing it in person at the Port Coquitlam Long and McQuaid Music Store at 12:30 p.m. Pacific time, Vancouver time, whatever that is. You want to come hang out? Cool. If you want to join us on a live stream, maybe ask some questions, we'll be having somebody moderate that for us. So ask a question and maybe we'll get a chance to answer it. All right, back to this riff. Fucked it up, but whatever. This riff I really liked as well when we wrote it. Get out of here, Compton. So it's... Oh boy. It's not easy. Give it a shot. I changed somewhere there. I'll go back to that riff. Oh boy. All right, now we go back to this other picky riff. I don't remember the names of these riffs. We always name our riffs, but this, I don't know. Okay, so we're doing the same ending twice. And then we go up an octave, but I guess my part doesn't. Great. I go down an octave? Oh, I can't play it apparently. All right, then we go to a slidey diminished kind of thing. I'll try it. Oh, I descend differently. But you get the idea. Not too different from everything else. Lots of crazy shit in the song, but it's, yeah, I mean, it's cool to go back and check it out after so long. Plenty of stuff that I still do. Lots of diminished stuff. Lots of 8-string stuff here, which is cool. Let's go into this guitar solo riff. That's Toby's guitar solo. Cool riff. Try to speed. Where's the beginning of that riff? There you are. Oh, no count-in. Transition kind of thing. Okay, now we go to the ending, which is arguably the hardest part. We're going to be doing some triplet tapping. Triplet tapping is basically left hand, for me anyway. Whenever I think about it, I think about left hand hammer on from nowhere, and then right hand tap, and then pull off to the left hand. So you're basically like getting 3 notes for the price of 2. So there's no more effort really. You just have to get the timing really good. Here's an example. Instead of just this, get a bit more bang for your buck, as they say. All right, so what the fuck was I doing? Octave triplet tapping. What the fuck am I doing here? Oh, I'm on the wrong string? Yes. I feel like I remember in the studio I was like not good enough to play this, so I feel like I had to take a few different takes and piece them together or something. But I remember even in the studio, like the very last take, I'm like falling behind. But we kept it because I feel like, it sounds kind of natural, but the technique does not sound natural. It sounds like alien sort of technique. So. I probably would do this on my Lee channel. I gotta fucking learn how to play it. I don't think it's the shape-wise very difficult. It starts out... okay, well, I'll listen to it soloed and see what it sounds like. Why was I writing that? It's so stupid sounding. It's a cool technique, though. Just gotta get the next part. So it's... How did I play that? Once I get it, even though it's been like 4 years or 5 years since we were in this, 6 years since we were in the studio for this album, maybe even longer than that. Once I find the right shape, then I can probably pull it out of my memory, which is weird, right? So we got... And then it goes to... Is that right? Oh, I see. Okay, so what I think I did was I probably didn't play it up here. That probably wasn't it either. 14, 18. It sounds right on the tab. What the fuck was I doing? I think it was that. Oh boy, I gotta spend some time with it. So once you actually have the official Sheet Happens tab, you'll find a very correct version of this outro inside. Yeah, so I mean, the video here was just me trying to go through my thought process on how some of these were tabbed out and how we were writing them, and maybe give you a bit of a sneak preview to the book that's coming out. I don't remember the exact date, but it'll be out later on this month once we're done revisions, and we'll send out the final version, and then you can pick it up and have it in your very own hands. Hopefully your hands are bigger than mine. Mine are tall. They're tall, small, not tall. If my hands were tall, then I would be like very much so better off for my guitar playing, but instead I have small hands. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Dean Attempts to Learn, but really it was more, I guess I did learn. Yeah, some of the stuff I haven't played for like 4 years, 5 years, so. Yeah, let me know what you want me to learn in the next episode of this type of thing, and let me know if you enjoyed this, because I would love to just go through some of the other songs in this book and just kind of give you an insight as to what we were thinking, we were writing them, and yeah, just kind of how that whole thing goes, because that's kind of cool sometimes to hear bands and artists do that. I know I like hearing about how Steve Vai writes some of his stuff and hearing some stories and stuff like that. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Dean Attempts to Learn, and I will see you next time. See if I can hit a lens. I missed. See you later.